Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is Cosmic Gypsy Tarot. This is the general tarot card reading for the month of June 2020 for the collective, and it is a great honor and privilege for me to be here to read for you. This is a brand new channel. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel or click the bell for notifications or give me a like on this video. Every way that you can positively engage is definitely helpful for me so that YouTube can help me reach a little further out into the collective, okay? So thank you in advance for your support. So much of what's going on in the month of June has to do with our concept of truth. And I have to give credit to Embodied Astrology, Renee Sills over at Embodied Astrology. If you haven't heard from her or heard of her, I highly encourage you to check her out. She is an astrologer and she does a lot of embodiment practices, and she is really truly tuned in and totally amazing. And so she did a full moon ritual this past full moon, and it was really about truth, and it was so inspiring. And she's so right, as you know, we are in the middle of June right now, and I apologize for getting this video out late. I am still trying to work into a new schedule. I'm still trying to find my groove there because I do have a full-time job, and I am very committed to doing these readings, but just give me a little bit of patience as I settle into a new rhythm, okay? And anyways, I got a little bit off track, but what she was saying is that we all have our ideas of truth, and my idea of truth comes from the way that I grew up. It's what the adults in my life told me. And as I grew older, it's about what society was telling me. And then as I had more experiences, it was about the information that I gained from those experiences. And all of those things together combine to what makes the truth for me, of course, and the messages that I'm getting from my higher self, from spirit, whatever you happen to call that, whatever those intuitive voices of knowing come to you, okay? So those are the most important ones. For me, that's the only truth that there is the messages that you receive directly from spirit. That's the only truth, in my opinion. That's my truth. You see what I'm saying? And so everyone has a different sense of truth. And truth is under attack and has been for a very long time. And so we are no longer able to trust what we see in front of our own eyes. With the way that video can be altered and technology is so advanced right now, especially even, you know, we have a president who speaks quite often about fake news. And all of this is very intentional. We have a news media that is completely slanted either one way or the other. There's really no in between anymore. And so we really have to tune into our own inner wisdom to understand what truth is for us at any given moment. And the other thing that we have to do is also connect with our sense of compassion for people whose truth is different than ours. And in truth, everyone's truth is going to be slightly different than ours because they've had their own experiences and they've grown up in their own places and all of those things, okay? And so connecting with compassion for the other, for that which is different, that is more crucial now than ever. That's, for me, the most important work that can be done, because we are being intentionally divided, especially in the United States. I'm sorry, I can't relate to what it's like in other countries right now, but in the United States, it is a division, intentional division of the people of the United States. And with the way that social media is, we come after each other. I totally just canceled my my Facebook account because it was making me not like people, and it was making me want to go on the attack. And that is not how I am in real life. That is the me on social media. And there's so many people out there, like the way that we talk to each other on social media, we would never talk to each other in person like that. Well, some of us would, you know, but not very many. And that's because we're human and we recognize the humanity in one another. And so we have to get back to recognizing the humanity in one another and being okay and actually in support of our differences, okay? Even when it comes to our political ideologies, okay? Because when we're divided, it keeps us feeling as if we only have two options, Democrat or Republican. And I apologize for my global audience, but this is sort of what's coming up for me right now. So I definitely feel the need to share it. In the United States, we're being told that we have to choose between a Democrat or a Republican, and that's actually not true. That's the current system. And so part of that is, and what's going to happen, I'm sure, with the election system is, for this year, is that we're going to be demanding more than two parties, because we are realizing that this two-party system holds no water for us anymore. It's either one or the other, and there's no middle ground. And I would say that there's a large portion of people who are interested in a middle ground. So that's part of the transition that is trying to happen right now, okay? And so all of this relates to what is true for us as individuals, what is true for us as a collective, being able to connect to truth, and just being able to be true with yourself. Okay, so there's many layers to truth. And I think that's something definitely worth exploring for the rest of this month, and probably at least through the rest of this moon cycle, if not the rest of the month. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the tarot. Thank you for indulging me as I wanted to share what I was so inspired to think so much more about from Renee's work over at Embodied Astrology. So here we go. Let's get to it. Okay. Right off the bat, we have the Four of Wands. I've been having this come up, this idea of play come up so much. I feel that right now we're in the middle of June and we are wanting to play, right? We've been cooped up for a really long time, and there is an energy of play. And many of us are being very serious because there's so much seriousness going on in the world right now, but there's also a need for levity. We have to strive to create whatever balance we can create in our lives. And so for some of us, we need to connect with joy and our gratitude for being alive. It's really hard to be alive right now, but connecting with our gratitude for that, and bringing joy and wonder and awe to our day is highly encouraged and highly recommended. Okay, Eight of Cups, walking away, like walking away towards something that's so much brighter. It's like leaving behind the crumbs and walking towards something that's amazing and beautiful. Okay, and that's what we are as a collective doing right now. We are totally walking away from this, do you see this little bowl of fire? Okay, right there. Do you see this little bowl of fire that she's walking away from? This is our past right here. This is our past. It held very little light for us, and it was constructed that way. Okay, but now we are starting to see the light in a different direction. We're walking towards that light, and it's a light that has so much more for us as individuals and as a collective. Okay, and this is going to continue on for a while, you guys, and I'm sorry to say that, but it definitely is. Like right now we're in the middle of June and it feels like a little bit of a respite, even though there are still protests going on and there's still violence happening. It's the energy isn't as intense as it was, but it's going to go back up again. And just keep in mind that we are walking towards the light. This is transformation at its whatever it is. It's different for everyone, but we are transforming and we are walking towards creating something that works for the people, that doesn't work for those in power, that those in power, there will be a shift. Those in power will be working for us, which is the way that it was originally intended. King of Cups. Yes. So the leaders will be leaders who are compassionate. The leaders will be leaders who are, they understand the emotional realm. They're not afraid to go there. And that's the only kind of leader that we can have that is going to be working for the people. Three of Wands. Okay, so again, the energy of like waiting, we're sort of waiting for things to come in. We've got the Three of Wands and we've got the Four of Wands. So there's a lot of energy There's a lot of passion. There is a lot of creative energy out there right now. And many of us are not able to move forward in the way that we want to move forward towards the joyful new life that we want to create. However, we are being asked very much to extract every bit of juiciness that we can from these moments when we can't move forward. We need to rest while we can, so that we can fully 100% enjoy the joy that is coming. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. New life. This is like the beginning phases. Sorry about the light. I don't know what's happening. It's like my light from my window is shifted. This is like planting the seed of something miraculous that is going to grow into something beautiful. This is entirely new. This is full potential. This is full creative potential. I love the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, we have the Queen of Cups. Holy shit. Okay. Yes. So the divine masculine and the divine feminine are being called to step forward and fully 100% embody their royalty. Their elevation, our elevation has to be so, our elevation, is that the right word? Sometimes that definitely didn't sound right. Our elevation? No, that's definitely not right. Our vibration, thank you. God, sometimes. Our vibration has to be so high right now that we are elevating others. Thank you. I don't know why. Anyway, sometimes it's hard to talk. Anyways, as our vibration elevates, we're elevating those around us, and this is the way it truly works as a collective. Okay. The work that I do for myself will impact the person who's sitting next to me. It will impact the collective. They don't even have to be sitting next to me. Okay. So whatever I'm doing to heal myself, understand my emotional realm, step into my own royalty, is elevating others. Okay. The divine masculine and the divine feminine have to step up even harder. It's like, I see it, it's almost like they're doing their work behind closed doors almost. And in order for it to be truly effective, it has to come out in the open. Temperance, patience, balance. Balance is, we are restoring balance again. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. We are being asked to be patient. This is not an overnight process. Okay. So if you've been in alignment, if you've been on the path, tuned in, checking in, you know all this already. There are people out there who don't know this. They know something's going on and they can't like understand why it's going on. King of Wands, another king. Holy shit. I'm just going to pull a few more. Fucking King of Pentacles. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3 kings and a queen. 9 of Cups, emotional freedom. Wow. Let's just do one more. Okay, 6 of Swords, leaving something behind, leaving an old way of life behind. That's definitely what we're doing. So we have all of these kings, and I'm just going to go off on this tangent that I need to go off on. We have all of these kings. Look, all these men in charge. Maybe occasionally we have a woman in charge. Very rarely. But instead we've got all these men in charge making all of the rules. And we realize that that is an outdated way of being. But how are you going to get these men out of power? What are you going to do? A king is a king, right? How do you get them out if you are a lowly peasant like the rest of us? The way you get them out is you have a coronavirus and you have basically a racial uprising for equality. That's how you get these men of power out. And that's how you move towards a more emotionally safe and equal environment, a new way of being. Queen of Cups, this is Cancer energy. I happen to be a Cancer, so I love the Queen of Cups. But yeah, Yeah, we're moving away from this outdated system, and we're moving towards emotional freedom. But it's going to be a tricky process, okay? I want to pull a few clarifying cards just for fun. We're going to pull some oracle cards. We'll pull a few Sacred Rebel oracle cards. I love those cards. I want to know why we have 3 kings here. That's like a Christmas song. We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we travel afar. I don't know the rest of it. Something about following yonder star. But star of wonder, star of night. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Anyways, I'm not sorry. It was just like in my head, we 3 kings. I can't believe we have 3 kings and a queen. The fucking Queen of Cups again. Time to get to work, queens. If there are the feminine who have been sitting on the sidelines, now is not the time. We've got 2 queens and 3 kings. We need balance. We need a balance in this masculine and this feminine. We're missing these queens. Where are you? Step up. Speak up. Write. Do what you need to do. Many of you have been hiding in the shadows with your awesomeness. What are you doing? We need you. We have to balance this. Unbelievable. 3 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. And the 5 of Wands. Okay, so cooperation, working with others, honing our skills. You can only go so far on your own. There's a lot of creative energy that we're trying to chase right now. Okay, so focus first on yourself. Focus first on yourself. Fill up your airbag, and then you can fill up someone else's, okay? But be with others. We have to be with others. That's the way that we're fully 100% going to thrive. I want to pull some oracle cards. So first we'll do the spirit cards from John Arthur Mosley. Brand new. Got these from a Kickstarter, and they just came the other day, so I've only had a limited chance to play with them, but the cards are absolutely beautiful. Okay, bear spirit, boundaries, introspection, home, okay? So I do definitely feel that with this plague going around, that, trying to get this to where you can see it better, bear spirit, isn't that a gorgeous card? We may be asked to, some of us may be asked to stay in our homes again for a little while longer, or some of us are choosing to do that. Some of us are creating our own boundaries for ourselves while we do our inner work. Macaw spirit, visibility, uniqueness, ascension. Yes, 100%. Like I've been saying, get out of the shadows and get out into the light. We need you. You have something to offer. You have something to offer that only you can offer. And it's part of our ascension process as human beings. We are ascending as human beings. We are evolving. And it's like, get on board or get left behind. Because we are creating something new. Many of us won't live to see it, but we are creating something new. Air spirit, inspiration, breath, and spaciousness. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Find your inspiration. Where can you find some space for yourself? Where's the peace in your life? For some of you, that means revamping your spiritual practice or adding a spiritual practice if you don't already have one. I want to pull some Sacred Rebel Oracle cards. I also want to pull some questions that you can ask yourself as to support you for the rest of the month of June. Okay. Who am I? Question kind of pisses me off, but I hear you. Who am I? Who are you? Who are you now? Who I am is constantly changing. If you're holding on to some outdated beliefs about who you are and what you're doing, then drop them. Create something new. We are in constant change, constant state of creation and renewal, okay? So that's internally. And so externally, we reflect that as well. So who are you now? That's what I would add to that. Not just who am I, but who am I now? And how would I want to be encouraged right now? What would I want to hear? Okay, how would you encourage your friend? If your friend came to you articulating the story that you are articulating to yourself in your head over and over and over again, what would you tell your friend? How would you support your friend in that? How do you need to be supported? And then don't be afraid to ask for support, especially now. We want to help each other. We really want to be helping one another. So if you need help, ask for it. All right, we're going to move on to the Sacred Rebel Oracle cards. I'm feeling a little bit irritated. I'm not quite sure why. So I'm picking up on somebody's irritation. I'm actually not irritated. I'm having a great day, but I'm definitely picking up on a lot of irritation. So there's definitely an unrest in the collective. Okay. Heaven sent. Yeah, this is what's happening is from the divine. Every journey starts with a single step. Okay, we are in the very beginning, so keep that in mind. Reserve your energy where you need to. This is in it. We are in it for the long haul. We're not in this for the short term. Okay. And have faith in the process. If you're getting irritated about where we are, it's not moving fast enough. I mean, how much fucking faster do you want it to move? There has to be a period of integration, right? That's what we're going through currently as I'm creating this video. It's a period of integration, okay? And we're getting ready to get the rug pulled out from under us again, but that's all right. We'll survive, we'll integrate that, and then we'll move forward, okay? That's how revolution happens, step by step by step, okay? So I want to pull a few animal spirit cards, and then I'll see if I feel complete about that. Let's find out what energy we can call upon to assist us through the rest of this month. Okay. Skunk spirit, know your worth. Yes. This is all about, for me, stepping into your queendom or your kingdom, whatever it happens to be. It's like owning your worth. It's like not having to shrink it in the background because for your whole life you've been told you're not good enough, or you've been telling yourself you're not good enough. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Get yourself out there. And then dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. And I would say be loyal to the collective. Be loyal to yourself and be loyal to the collective. Let's do one more. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. Yes, the work that we're doing right now is setting us up. Okay, that's what we're doing as a collective. We're setting ourselves up. Feels crazy sometimes, right? Oh my God. But it's awesome, and it's a privilege. It's a privilege for us to be experiencing this at this time. So keep all of that in perspective. And I really hope that this is helpful for you. If you've been struggling to try to understand sort of what's going on, this is a little bit of what's happening. So I wish you so much love for the rest of the month, and I will see you very soon.